Good
Good
morning.
morning.
How are
I'm
you
a
doing?
couple of minutes late because it's wet, wild, and windy. We got you've been blowing it this way, Al.
I told you I was gonna. You didn't believe me.
Oh man, hang on. Let me just sort a few things out. And where are we? Where are we? Where are we?
Well, I'm in Newfoundland. You're in Australia.
No, I'm on a different setting for the microphone. I had all this set up last night. I tell you what, I woke up this morning my time at 3 a.m. And I went, what the heck am I doing up at 3 a.m.? I'll just lay here. And sure enough, I laid there till about a minute ago.
So,
And then I went,
why
what
are
time
you
is
up?
it? Why isn't the sunshine shining in the window? It can't be 6 o'clock already. But yeah, we've got a wet weather day. Where are we? You over
Hey,
to
Devil
the
Dog. Peter, DJ,
where's
Lone Cowboy, Bud
the comment?
Falls,
Oh, Devil Dog. Good to see you.
Birdazal,
Roadzilla. Is it
Birdzilla. I don't know.
Bridezil? Nice to see you. Are we saying your name correctly?
Probably not.
No, I doubt it as well. But
If
yeah,
it's
she's a bit overcast here this morning at the sunrise, and being at 10 minutes past 6. Yeah, she's the sun technically should be up. Oh, here comes the green ship that's coming into port. It's got in the middle of the boat there. You can see sort of white. It says T0LL. So it's at Toll. The company's called Toll. Don't ask me why, but that's what it's called. And it's coming in with last night's supplies from Victoria or Melbourne or wherever it comes from to go to Melbourne. Jumps on the ship, and it's slowly coming to port. Probably quicker than the cruise ships. Yeah, I think the next cruise ship is not tomorrow. The next day, I'll have to check. It could be tomorrow. It's the Branson's Resilient Lady. Oh, how you going, Devil Dog? You work?
lady.
Yeah, it's the adults only cruise ship.
Ah.
It's a real like nightclub crowd that come in that one.
Hey, Madwood. Hey, Rebecca.
Yes. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. If it's what is it? 11 past 1 p.m. Central, 11 past 6 a.m. on the 23rd. So that means it's Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday. I got to think about these things. Yeah. So I seen your video out, Al. I obviously seen my comment.
I did.
Oh man, I
And
watched.
the next one is going to be in real time.
Okay, I
So
watched it
no
on the big.
headache.
Oh man, I watched it on the big screen, and I'm sitting down. I said, "Oh look, Al's video's out last night." So I put it on, and I'm going. My daughter's there, sitting there with me, going, "What's he doing?" And I go, "He's walking very fast." because she was sitting there going, "Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that nice to have snow? Oh, look how nice it is." I said, "Look at the road. Look at the mush."
Hmm.
Yeah. G'day, Madwood. Yeah, it was. Yeah, and then you started walking. Oh man, it was like the door's going, "I can't watch it." I go, "Oh man, it's doing my head in." It was like
Hey, I'm playing with the body cam.
it was like a duck on steroids. You were waddling away.
Yup.
Yeah, he comes. Where
Hey,
are
I
we?
tried.
Oh man, no, I watched it. I enjoyed. I I think I enjoy the day-to-day sort of stuff that you showed. You know, it was the shop was interesting.
Well, in my next one, I had to cut out the shop because there was some kids in there, and you know
Yeah.
how YouTube is
Oh.
with children and stuff like that, and so I
Oh,
just
yeah.
I just cut out the inside of the store altogether.
JMB. Yep. Yeah, we're in the middle of the States. We are freezing, but our skies look as grey as yours. Yeah, mate. This is typical Tasmania. This is typical Tasmania. It'll be like this now. We've got the weather report comes in like this: 60% chance of rain showers this morning. So to 10 o'clock, we've got this, and then the clouds should blow over for a little while, and the blue sky will come out, but then the rain's due back again. So we got and there's a cyclone off the coast of Queensland, heading towards, they call it a tropical cyclone, and that's going to dump a lot of rain in Queensland. So people like Sandy Toes, where she lives, she's not in direct line of the cyclone, but she's going to get, they said, a meter of rain, not inches. They said a meter.
A meter.
Yeah. So it's going to be a big dump of rain, and it's going to go right down the coast of the mainland, and we'll get the dribs and drabs of that. But that's what you get when you live in tropical conditions. This time
That's a
of
lot
year.
of rain, though.
Oh man, and the sad thing about that is that they copped the rain about. They had a cyclone about 3 weeks ago. So yeah, it comes in. If you know your maps, it comes in around Townsville. So it's north. That's right up where the army base is. Hoorah! The army, go army! Yeah, the army base is up there. Yeah. Yeah, there's no Marines in Australia. I'll tell you what, it's all the Army, Air Force, and Navy.
Yep. They do have a special forces, though, don't they?
Oh yeah, SAS. Yep.
Yeah.
They're renowned for their. I tell you what, they've been called in. You'd be surprised on what they've done in around the world. America asks for their assistance all the time. But yeah, the roof down the front's not red today. It's not grey today. It's not blue today. It's silver, grey, like the sky. There's a bit of a coincidence. Let me keep going down. Let me keep on top of this. Mine 2L says, Eddie, the Bud File's saying hello. Yeah, when you speed it up, it makes you dizzy.
Yeah.
Man. Not dizzy, but yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Well, like I said, next one is going to be in real time. So
Yeah, I would have edited maybe the walk in real time if you were going to edit. But no, I enjoyed watching the cars come behind you and almost run into you and all that sort of stuff.
Well, my next one, I walked down on the wharf. but it's not going to be out for a while yet anyway. But I walk down along on the wharf so you get to see the boats. So I did it all more in real time with just a bit of music playing behind it, and then the walk down the harbour I left in real time too. Like I said, I had to cut out the store, which was unfortunate because I've been trying to get some full-on video of in the store.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, you just got to time it right. How did the people feel that own the shop or worked in the shop?
Oh, they don't care if I record.
Okay,
But
that's not.
like with when it comes to children and stuff like that, YouTube gets so sticky on stuff that
Oh yeah,
I just wasn't
What
gonna
about
put it in there.
here's a tip for everybody on YouTube. Jason Crocker from the Crockers yesterday released a video saying for years he's paid for a service which was for music to buy the royalties, and he's royalty-free music for YouTube from a company, so he's paid for the service. Well, that company has gone broke, and the people running the company now has taken their royalty-free away. So now it is now a charge. Like all of his, like a whole season of his videos where he used the royalty-free music is now being copyrighted, and he doesn't get any of the royalties from that. Yeah, so he's tipped to everybody that does YouTube as a like a vlog or a storyline or whatever. He said, just keep music out of it because it'll get you in the end. And he's talking thousands of dollars, like
Yeah, it's I see. My thought on that is if if they've got music out that's royalty free, they should not be allowed to change it.
they shouldn't, but that's the way of the world.
I
That's what he
know.
said. He said
Oh, I know.
he paid for the right to have it. Like he paid a fee and a service. And he said now there's different management. They've been like in receivership, and they've gone, you know what? Their time of royalty free is over. They now have to pay for the service. So, and then all of his old catalog that he still gets money for, like that's his full time gig. Anyway, that's just a tip from him that I seen a video yesterday. The R&F Firestone Chickens. Good morning, Jonesy. I'd like to tell you how much I love your backyard shots. I thought my husband had been to Melbourne, but only Sydney, Brisbane, and Darwin. Well, that's the backyard. There's the purple. It's coming out nice today on the jacaranda tree. There is no wallabies, which was the whole idea of this camera, was to capture the wallabies. But
The wallabies went bye-bye.
Well, they're still here. They were out last night again.
They just don't want you to see them.
No, definitely. How's the ship going? Let's have another quick look at the ship. He's sideways. Look at that. There we go. He's doing the big.
What's going on now?
He's doing the big turnaround.
My computer just did that blinky thing again.
Yeah, I think that's the processor. Is it where it's struggling to process? Madwood is tired of the snow. Well, all I can tell you, wait for summer because you're not going to move, I don't think. Yeah, Devil Dog said you had to look away from the screen now. When the music stopped, I would look back. Yeah, we had you on the big screen. Yeah, it was. So we got an extra large shake from side to side. Eddie wants snow. Send it down Eddie's way. Spicy tuna rolls. Good morning. And yeah, I didn't say good morning to Rebecca. Was you surprised how early Rebecca got up to see that video? Rebecca's asking you, Al. I think Al's in a world of his own. Hello, F to L. See that comment from Rebecca? His computer has reset yourself up, Al. Reset yourself. Here we go. We've gone back to the four-way shots. I'll just run down the board here. Stop bragging, Madwood. Madwood's bragging. He's got. Well, leave that there. And yeah, Al says I was. See, that's how far behind the chat I am, Al. Is a cyclone line our hurricanes in Japan's typhoons? Yep, basically, yep. But the difference is when it reaches landfall, it gets its strength. I don't know, from the heat of the water, and when it reaches landfall, it 90% of the time it disperses, but when it disperses, it dumps rain. So yeah. Let's go back to the ship. You can hardly see him now. He's completely pirouetted. And there's a pop downstairs. We have a new guest at the studio. It is Al Chafe. Welcome in, Al.
Hey. Yeah, my computer did the screen freeze thing again, so I think it's just where you're so far away, Jonesy.
Yeah.
I was on my computer yesterday or the day before on lives, and I never had an issue.
Good morning, Brenda. Yeah, you were online. I was at work. I seen you on with D.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't look like you moved at all. You were still sitting there.
I never had an issue at all with it.
What time did you get up, Brenda? You were up last night pretty late with the crazy crowd with Wendy, and you were talking all sorts of funny stuff last night. Hey, look who's here. Talking about D.
Hey, D.
It's good to see you, D. Actually, let me run this. There we go. Thanks to my members, the Tassie Devils are Joe Hub. The radio fans are Al Chafe, My Backstep. Belt Loop 29, who hasn't been to a live yet. You tell him that, Devil Dog. Homestead in the Wood with D. And Sylvester Joseph. I'll have to put Sylvester into capital letters. And thank you all, my lovely members. There is mail coming your way, so keep an eye out for that. I'd say with the mail, Joe Hub will get his first. And Sylvester. He's on this side of the world. But yep, thank you. And here we go. There's that there. Let's look back at the ship. He's at the that's the angle he's at now. He's going to go straight back. All right, go back to the comments. And apart from you chatting, with what else did you get up to yesterday?
Not much really. I just kind of hung out around the house and did a couple of things indoors because it was kind of cold out. By kind of cold, I mean it was absolutely freezing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, it did look cold on your video.
It was.
Petrus Vandermeer. Vandermeer. I hope I said that right, Petrus. While visiting Taz, they went to Cradle Mountain. Oh, while visiting Taz, saw a video of Cradle Mountain. Cradle Mountain's quite. It's a nice place to go. It is one of the big touristy spots. It just doesn't gravitate me. There's a lot of walking when you get there, Al.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of hiking.
I don't mind hiking.
I use royalty-free music that was free at the time, but now you need a very expensive subscription to use the music. So I'm getting a lot of copyright claims on my earlier videos. See, Peter's in that same situation. Yeah. So my advice, like his advice, was and it would be not to think about your videos. Do you really need to put that music in there? And if it is royalty free, get it from the YouTube library. Maybe that's the thing. But even I've put music in a lot of videos of mine, as you know, and the royalty free part is if you're a musician and you haven't put your music on Spotify, so you haven't digitally uploaded it to the world, it doesn't get copyright claimed by YouTube. That's how YouTube's algorithm thing works. It has to be, people have to put it out there to be claimed, and then like when it does the search. So like I've got friends who release albums. They make albums, but instead of putting them out there for Spotify, because really, unless you're going to get like millions of views on Spotify, it's like monetization on YouTube, for like 10 videos, you really don't get anything. So they prefer to sell the direct copy at a gig. So if you do an album, print off 30 or 50, or you print off 100 or 1,000 copies, and then you can sell them for $25 a piece at a gig, and there's real money in real time. And they do a gig, they get paid for the gig, and after the gig, there's always people wanting autographs and do you have music and all that sort of stuff. So I use a lot of music from them guys, and I tell them I'm going to use it.
Well, that's a big thing about it too, is they know you're going to use it and you're all right with it, so
yeah,
you won't get no copyright issues with it.
No, and I say if I use it in my videos, it goes on the radio as well, and they quite like that idea. Madwood says, "Trust me, Jazzy, I'm not bragging." It's a long story, Al. He said he had.
I'll leave it at that.
He had 16 inches of snow. Yeah. So, there we go. Sorry about that. Lone Cowboy Adventures. Good to see you and welcome in. It is. What a great channel he's got too, I tell you. Lone Cowboy Adventures. If you haven't connected there, which I'm assuming most people have because he's got a big channel. But, yep. It is a cold, overcast, well, cold. Let me say it's 13 degrees Celsius right now, which is what do you reckon that is, Al?
13? Yeah. It's in the 50s.
Is it? Let's have a look. Let's put the calculator up. Yep, 55.4.
Yeah, I knew it was in the 50s.
So it's morning here, 6:30 odd. 13 Celsius. We're getting to a high today of 20, so it's not going to get red hot. So our high today will be 68. But tomorrow is a heat wave. The news. This is the news. Like down here, the weather bloke comes on and goes, and don't forget, people. Wednesday we're having the heat wave. It will be extreme. It will be hot. It's getting to 25 Celsius, which is 77, right? So that goes on the the state broadcaster. Don't forget, people, to put your sunscreen on, stay in the shade, don't go out in the heat of the day. All those sort of standard questions that you'd probably hear, if you're over 100. They say it here when it's 77 because it gets cold.
It's a different heat.
Well, you'd be surprised. Everyone says that too when they come here. Everyone says the temperatures here, like a 25 here feels weirder or hotter than a 25 in Sydney or on the mainland.
Oh, it does. It absolutely does. I know that from living here. Same thing here. When we get 20 to 25 degrees Celsius here, it's as good as 40 on the mainland.
Yeah, well, that's my mate come down at Christmas time and he said, "What's the temp?" I said, 16. He says, "No way, it's got to be about 25." I said, "No, it's 16." And he goes, "Oh," he said, "I don't believe you." I said, "Come into the studio, look at the computer." And then we jumped in the car, and as soon as we jumped in the car, it was like 25 on the Jeep. Like it's black and it's sitting outside in the sun, and it's 25. We drive down the road and it changes back to 16. But yeah, went to bed at 6 a.m. Brenda, God, you'd make a good nightclub person, Brenda.
Night owl.
Yeah, or a roadie, a musician, or one of them people that likes hanging around musicians, Brenda. Hey, Rolfus, here's another one of my Tasmanian friends. Rolfus, good morning, mate. And are you at work already, or are you at home, or this is the view out the front window, Rolfus? Have you got? I'm pretty sure you got the same weather as that, but he's down the other end of the island. He's down Hobart way. Yeah, Rolfus, type radio in the chat, mate. You might. Some people might want to get another Tasmanian into their live YouTube live. I can't be the celebrity. I can't be holding the whole island up for everybody on YouTube.
Sure you can.
I need some more Rolfus. He does some fabulous food reviews, let me tell you. And if you like Australian sort of downright bland, plain, ockerish, Rolfus is your man. I'm not trying to offend you, Rolfus. I'm trying to explain. But
he's trying to talk you up like he did with me on his last show.
Hang on. Hey, there's your. I always thought you were going to build yourself a cabin one day, Al.
I did. I built myself a cabin.
Okay,
I just torched it to make it look a little better than the white, plain white.
We could have put it outside for a couple of days and would have.
No, this is going up on my shelf. Doris gave me this.
I can't believe Doris could go shopping and buy you that kit to build.
Well, she bought me a kit to build a tank too. Look, this is what I'm going to do on my live.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
holiday.
when's that's Thursday. That's another 2 days away.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Well, Thursday for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice tank. Hey, a tank. The other day, a low loader, like the big semi trailers that move tanks around.
Yeah.
They're called low loaders here. Brenda's saying hi to Rolfus. Low loader dropped a tank as he's doing like about 70 miles an hour up a freeway. The tank fell off the back of the low loader, and unfortunately, 5 people had serious crash into it. But that was
Oh no,
that was on the mainland up near Sydney.
that's not good.
No, you could picture yourself driving on a freeway doing the maximum speeds, and then there's a tank just sitting
All of a
there.
sudden, there's a tank in the middle of the road.
Oh man, wouldn't you just have a heart attack? Lone Cowboy Adventures. I'm trucking back east to Kansas City from western Kansas. The snow is melting slowly. That's awesome. We went.
That's for Brenda.
Okay, hang on. Want to share Brenda again?
Brenda says she loves log cabins. Okay.
Wouldn't you like to get inside that log cabin, Brenda?
There's not much room to sleep, but it's sure nice inside there.
Yeah. Hey, we went to Kansas and we played the band I was with played a gig at a place called Knuckleheads. I'm not sure. I think it's Kansas, Missouri. I get confused with Kansas City, Kansas, Missouri, but all I knew it was Kansas. I kept thinking of the Beatles, their song, Kansas. But right near the railway tracks it is, and it snowed on us there. It was an amazing day. I think I got a video in my collection there somewhere. But like I said, Kansas, and we were driving down this road. I don't know what it is, but it's on the state line because we're driving down on the right-hand side of the road, and it's you're in Kansas or whatever, and we're coming back on the other side of the right-hand side of the road, coming home, and it says we're in Missouri, or maybe I'm getting it wrong, but we're on two different. This one road is the actual state line. So when you go into Walmart, which was where we were going, we're in one state, and when we're coming home, we're in the other state until we turned off it. But it is. Be safe, Ken, and nice to know. That's Ken. And what if I'll tell you what, Ken has got one very cool handlebar moustache and a good cowboy hat as well. So good to see you, Ken, and thanks for popping in. JMB, the only thing they can do is file a copyright claim and take further revenue from those videos. That's what these companies are doing now. So just be careful when you pay for a subscription. When you pay for a subscription, one day, depending on how your videos are, like some of my old videos don't get any traction at all, but some of these bigger channels will obviously get some royalty free. We'll get some their videos, just people like forever videos, and people just keep going back and watching and watching and watching. And
I had a similar problem with my video editing program. It said free lifetime upgrades when I purchased it.
Yeah.
But then when they put out number 12, they tried to charge everybody another $30 to get number 12. I was like, no. no. So.
Yeah, mate. It's the way of the world. Like everything is a fee. Everything is a. Remember the old days? You go buy some software programs, and you pay the $100 or whatever you had to pay, $30, $200, whatever it was, and you owned it. And it was, and the support network was there for you because you bought the pack. You're one of their team players now. You know, like you're in the family. But,
Yep, those days are gone out the window.
Hey, CFM rocks. G'day, mate. Good to see you. Did I miss another comment? He says, cheers. Well, I won't say cheers, big ears, because you haven't got big ears, but good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. That's the standard line down here. Hey, someone says cheers, and you tap glasses, and you go big ears. I don't know. Is that a thing over there or what?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. Nope.
No, well, that's what they do. Like, if I'm down at the pub and someone buys just so it says shout, you know, and they buy a beer, someone will, you'll be there drinking, and someone will hold the glass up to you, you know, like, and basically you just got to tap the glass with your glass, and you know, one goes cheers and the other one goes big ears.
Yeah, we do the cheers, but not big ears.
Rebecca says she has no music on her channel because of that reason. Yep, I hear, Rebecca, and you're going to be you're going to be a mega hat celebrity, Rebecca. If you're not one already, the bigger you grow, the more people around the world will be wearing the Rebecca beanies, is what we call them.
You mean these? I got one right here because I have two. So I got one right here.
Look
This
at
is
that.
one of Rebecca's hats. They're very nice. They're very warm.
They are warm. We've got two here as well.
And they are very good for going out in the cold and the wind.
Yes. So if you haven't connected with Miss Rebecca, all you need to do is say, "Hey, Rebecca." I'm going to leave that there. I think, Rebecca, just because I'm pretty sure you're a very busy lady. We're getting waving hands from Lady Mart MW. Good to see you this morning.
Drew's Lens is in here now too. And the Sunday dinner chef.
Oh man, Drew's here.
Yep.
Oh wow, how far behind am I? I cannot
believe you're back a little bit. Let's see.
The Sunday Dinner Chef.
Oh yeah, you're back.
Actually, who is that? That's another channel for someone, isn't it?
Oh, you're way back there. You got a lot. You go through comments for a minute, and I'm just going to sit here and look pretty.
All right, let's just move it along. Double Dog saying it's not that cold. Yep, good on you, Double Dog. Lane Cowboy Adventures. Yeah, you take care on the road, my friend. And I'm gathering you do racing with some, is it sprint car? No, it's not sprint cars. Anyway, that's another story. Who we got here? JMB. Old Man King says JMB I can change music. It's not a hassle. This is blah, 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 blah. You can go back and re-edit your videos once the claim goes on, and that can sort of take away from the content. But you can always have conspiracy music. Welcome in. Good to see you. If you had a choice to live anywhere, would you stay there? Is from Rebecca. You know what? Rebecca. Sorry, Brenda. It's from Brenda. I would. I'm enjoying the cooler climate, and you know what? If what I would do would be you'd probably travel more in our winter and enjoy the mild sort of summers that we have. That's what I would do, and I wish I'd come here decades ago. I would have definitely set myself up financially down here because. Housing was very, very, very reasonable a while ago. It's not so much now.
It's the way it was here too. You could go and buy a really nice house for under 20,000, and now that same house is costing you 150.
Well, yeah. Well, my house, this house I'm in, we're looking at that. Like you can go on different real estate sites and you can go back through who purchased it when. Actually, what a funny story yesterday. I'm out the front bringing in some supplies I got, and I've got to walk up them steps. So I'm down the front catching my breath after a couple of trips, and here comes this nice couple, and well, I won't say elderly couple. They're probably the same age as me, but they're walking along. Yeah, and they had this lovely dog, and I said, "Oh, good morning, g'day, how you going?" And yeah, g'day, and they said, their standard g'days. I love what you've done with the house, and I look at and the front, my retaining walls and all that is never been touched since I've been here. Yeah, and all I've done was gardening up the top, cleaned away some of the weeds and and
of course you said, "Oh, why, thank you."
yeah, I said, well, I haven't done much, and they said, oh, you should have seen this place like 5 years ago. It was disastrous. And he said, and they didn't put, they didn't put a for sale sign on it. Anyway, long story short, I'll get back to the point. The dog that they had looked like Charlie's looking out the window at me, and he's going, and I said, look at this dog. And they're saying, look at that dog. And I said, geez, this dog looks like a very similar breed to our dog. And I said, oh, yeah. And they said, what sort of dog is he? And I said, oh, Louchin. I said, Louchin? Did you get that from the breeder called Vicky? And I said, you sure did. And they said, how old is your dog? And I said, oh, he's about 15 months old now. And they said, well, our dog is the I forget how, like 2 years and something. And it's actually Charlie's full older sister.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, from the litter before Charlie was born. So Charlie, and they live in a house behind our house, a few down. How they go up the hill.
Yeah.
They do a walk around the block, and they said, "Wow, that's Charlie's." I mean, what was their dog's name? Lucy. That's Lucy's full little brother up there, and he's looking out the window, going, he's saying, "What? Don't touch that dog, Dad! Don't touch that dog!" And I'm patting that dog, and the dog was so nice and polite, and it looked like a very clean cut Charlie because that dog was definitely groomed.
Nice.
But yeah, Charlie's got a full sister living just up behind us, and they're going to do a play date at some stage.
Nice.
Yeah, we got to get Charlie desexed just to make sure that play date is
just a play date.
Yes, it's kind of surprised that you are a morning person. I thought you musicians were late night. Yes, I've changed, J&B. I've changed big time. Actually, I've got a real time job, which has really changed me. And a person called Devil Dog was the first person to change that routine, because he thought he was sitting in his house there in Dallas or Texas or wherever he lives over there, and Houston, and he's gone, you know what, I'm going to call Jonesy on Messenger. So he rings. It's like, I don't know, it's afternoon time or it's morning time. I can't remember, but it was 3 a.m. time, my time. And my phone is next to the bed. And next minute, now it's ringing, and I'm going, "Hey, you're welcome in Lucy Warren's world." Yeah, and the phone just starts ringing, and sure enough, it's I answer it, going, "Hello," and Devil Dog, "Hey, Jonesy, how you going, mate? Blah 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 blah. I thought I'd call you." Okay, and he goes, "You don't sound our Rolfus is just starting work. Good on you, mate. Have a good day." And if he didn't drop his link, check his channel out, Rolfus. I'll put it in the description later. Dee's put her her channel in. Support Dee. She is a channel member. Anyway, Eddie woke me up at the early mornings.
Eddie wouldn't do that.
He sure did. And Tom, yeah, here we go. It's Tom Garvey, the keto cook. Welcome to Vegas. Good to see you, Tom. It's coming up to 9 minutes to 7. I still haven't got down to the Rolf. Here we go. Rolfus has dropped. Oh no, he hasn't. Rolfus, you got to put radio. Oh, there he did. I got to keep going down the list. There he goes.
You still got another little ways to go.
Yeah, if you haven't connected with this guy, check his food reviews out. He is really, really funny. How long would it take to drive from north to south on your island? About 5.5 hours to get to the other end. Like I'm on the top left-hand corner. About 5.5 hours to get down to Hobart down the south. So it's about I worked in the mountains yesterday. Actually, I'm getting a Wi-Fi alert out saying my Wi-Fi is very low. So anyway, I just thought
it just kind of blinked out a little bit, but you've been good for the most part.
Right. Okay. Good on you, D. You'll enjoy Rolfus's channel. I tell you, if you like Radio Jonesy, you'll definitely like Rolfus. We've got to get together, Rolfus, and do a collaboration, and especially your brother as well. He's Tazdaz. If you haven't connected with Tazdaz, man, we should have a meetup, a Tasmanian meetup. We'll have Rolfus, me, and Tazdaz. I can't. Well, there's probably more channels. But... Oh, look at that! That's quick! Ooh,
there's a truck back now.
That's the garbage truck.
You have the back all the way down there?
Yeah, there's 4 houses past my place, and it's a dead end. So he drives in and then reverses out. Well, there you go. Could I angle the camera down next time? Actually, I might get less sky tomorrow and more street view.
Yeah, no, isn't it funny how the other day you were saying you wanted to angle it up more? Now it's like, oh no, let's angle it down.
You know what I might do tomorrow? I might move this camera to the downstairs bedroom. You'll get less height, obviously, but you'll still get that outlook from a different level.
Yeah, so and you'll see the road.
Yeah, you will see the road. Nice. And we'll see the people jogging and walking and riding bikes and scooters and yeah, and we won't see a garbage truck because that only comes on Tuesday.
My garbage truck comes on Fridays.
Eddie would probably love Rolfus. Well, he is a gamer, but check out his food reviews there. Yeah, he sort of doesn't mix them up. He puts it all on the one channel. But trust me, D, you'll get a laugh out of Rolfus. He's quite a funny, dry-witted young man and a very cool guy. Lone Cowboy Adventures, I know where that is. I have been there, and it's awesome, Jonesy. Yeah, they're the Knuckleheads, and what a cool venue. You got the country room outside. You got the there's like when we played there we played a blues show, and there was a yeah, Dukes of Hazzard on you, Peter. Yeah, there was a gospel band playing in one room, the blues gig out in the main room, and then there's the big on the other side, outside the driveway or the front door. There's another room, or next outside the car park there, and man, they had 3 massive gigs, all full. Each room was chock-a-block. full. So oh, there we go. Sorry about that. I've finally caught up to Drew, so I better start running because my hour's just about up. Good to see you, Drew, and thanks for mate. Really do. That is one cool guy and one cool channel, I tell you. Drew is and Drew runs music on his channel because he don't care. He I mean, he does care. He cares for his. He wants to play good music, so he plays good music on his channel, and he the reason he does that, he says he's got memberships, and the members' finances keeps him going. So he plays anything and everything, anything he wants to play. He has a go. I have one of them hats. Which hat are we talking about, Drew?
One of Rebecca's.
Oh, sorry, I'm that far behind. Sorry,
You're that far behind, yeah.
the Sunday dinner chef.
And you're on the big screen now, Jonesy.
Oh, what am I doing?
Did you lose a camera?
Nope.
No?
Nope. It was just me clicking away. I clicked something I shouldn't have clicked. But what have you got planned this week, Al?
Well, you see this here? And
Yes,
this here?
2 green bits of Lego-ish looking things.
Oh, this is what I was just doing. I was just cutting these out of plastic.
You're right.
This here
Yes.
is how this begins. So while it's cold and miserable out and I'm not able to get outside, I'm going to be picking out little bits of this.
So you're playing with plastic, Al? That's the way, mate.
Playing with plastic, yeah.
Do you do soldering with that as well? Like, do you
I will use hot glue guns, soldering, rivets, whatever I got to.
Drew's going, sorry I'm late. What are the other cameras? Here we go, Drew. That's looking out the front window to the port of Burnie. There's a working port there with there's a big seawall there, and Emu Bay to the right. It's a cloudy and overcast day. That is the city in front of where we live here on the hill, the house on the hill. And this is out the back, and there is that is my yard that really is a waste. I really don't do nothing with it. It's a hill. It's steeper than it looks on camera. Let me say that.
If it wasn't so steep, it would be a lot easier to do stuff with it. For sure.
Oh, yeah. But, well, we got rabbits in the backyard now and wallabies. So, and the birds. But yes, Drew, that's my yard cam and the out the front cam. This is the studio cam, and this is where I sort of hang out most of the time when I'm here doing radio and different things. But yeah, no, I just trying to do different stuff, and that's the Al Chafe cam, all the way in Newfoundland. He's got a knife.
I got a knife.
That's not a knife.
Now that had to come up at least once in your things.
Yeah, mate, definitely.
That's not a knife.
The Sunday dinner chef. So is that your second channel, Tom? Man, I'm getting confused now. Tom Garvey, the keto cook. I think that is Tom's second channel.
Don't be confusing us. It's so easy to do it.
Yeah, definitely. Where are we going? Back to Bennett. Yeah. Well, anyway, and I tell you what, Tom Garvey, an absolute gentleman and a lovely guy. Who, anyone who plays the drums, cooks in a kitchen, man. Yeah, Drew, you might have some views of the mountains there, but well, I've got views of the mountains too if you look to the right. But anyway, the beach there is at the left-hand side where the trees are, and you come across from the bottom of the left-hand side of the screen. That's sort of like a straight line is the beach, and then it runs around the port, and the port goes all the way to where you see it looks like there's a crane and some sand. Well, that sand is actually wood chip that goes to. Hey, Drew, you'll have to come over and visit, and I can show you around. I'm sure you've got the chance or the opportunity. Just jump on a plane, mate. Small world. Lauren's world. Sorry, I missed Lauren. Lucy Warren's world. What else we got? Let's run down. I've only got a few. Unfortunately, today is a look at this weather, right? I know where they've asked me to work today. Can you please go to this busy location? And it's down near Emu Bay, and then you got to go up a hill a bit, and it's a main road. It's a busy location, and they're putting NBN in, and every time the NBN crowd ring you up for hi RNF Five Stones and Chickens, good to see you. Every time they get you to come to work, it is yeah, you're at work there, Devil Dog, I'm assuming. Yes, he's talking about the phone call. Didn't think of the time difference. No,
I don't believe him.
It's all about you, Devil Dog. It's all about you. You don't care about the poor little Tasmanian who's got to answer the phone at 3 a.m. And he's never going to live that down there. But you know what? Now I'm an early riser. I'm going to have trouble at my next gig. It's 10 o'clock. I got to go for a nap.
What you're going to have to do is phone Eddie in the middle of the night for him.
Yeah, but I just don't want to upset Jamie. She's such a nice person.
Yeah, true.
That's it. Spicy tuna rolls. We are watching for a Bigfoot in the yard. Well, that would be cool. Might be one of my neighbours. The yard to the right, the big wooden fence, that house is for lease. It's up for, so all these people were looking at it yesterday. They were trying to sell it and they couldn't sell it, so now they're going to rent it out for a year, which is good and bad. You never know who you get as a neighbour, but the rent is astronomical. So it's either going to be 3 young people sharing the house, which means there'll be a lot more movements, a lot more cars, a lot more noise, or it'll be an elderly business couple, because honestly, they're asking a lot of money for a rental. We went online to have a look.
It's crazy the price amounts for rent.
Oh man, they want $500 a week.
That's like I said, it's and it's no better anywhere you go, you know. Up here it's the same thing. They want about $500 a week.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes more.
Yeah, because it's got a view. It's got a bigger timber deck out the front. It's got a nice view, but yeah, it is ridiculous. He's at work in the rain. You got your raincoat on, Eddie. Think of those poor windscreens, mate. They need to be fixed. The world revolves around Devil Dog. That's very good, Peter. You said that. So you even said laugh out loud as well. But yeah, there you go. That is another daily show. It is what is it now? 7:07 a.m. here on the 23rd of the 1st. So that's what the Wednesday will look like. So I might have to call it here, Al. I've got to get the rest of my nice little bright clothes on, and looks like I got a life jacket on, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was wondering what you were wearing. I was like, is he expecting a lot of rain or?
That's a nice.
I know you were saying something about 3 meters of rain, but I didn't think it was for you.
Well, there's going to be a lot of rain to get up this high in the hill because, yeah, imagine the typhoon. That's what the wife for years. My wife's had nightmares or dreams, whichever way you want to think about it, of being washed away in a typhoon.
Really?
Of a tidal wave.
Wow.
Yeah. She's had these dreams ever since she was a kid. And she always talks about living on the water, like we got to be high. And I keep going. Well, okay, well, how's this? She said, well, the house in front of us is probably going to get smashed way before us. I said, well, think about everybody down on the plateau there, on the flat.
Yeah, they're the ones going to get it.
There's a block of apartments down near the ship. You see where the ship's reversed into?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a nice view. But I tell you what, that port down there, there's a lot of forklifts and trains, and there's a lot of noise right down the front there. Devil Dogs come in. It's a matter of opinion. And then
the next one.
That Jamie is nice. Oh, come on, Eddie.
He's just looking to get in trouble, that's all.
Yeah.
Well, get in more trouble.
Welcome back, D. Well, that yeah. Well, thanks again, everybody. I'm trying to go live for an hour, usually at 1 p.m. Central Time, which is 6 a.m. Australian time. So keep an eye out. If the only time I won't be live is if I have to work at an earlier time, which is very rare, but it does happen. Or if I have to drive like 2.5 hours away to go to work, and I have to leave at this time of the day. So I'd like to thank everybody that's been in chat. I really do appreciate everyone. It is nice to always have my partner in crime here from another island.
One island to another.
That's it, mate. The Island Boys. I think there's already a channel called that. I actually had a look at that. I thought, well, there's a channel. We could call ourselves the Island Boys. Welcome to the islands.
Yep.
Actually, we might play with that one day, Al.
We just might.
Yeah. So while Al Chafe is there, happily making his plastic replicas. So what are you going to do with those? They're fingers.
These are going to be finger joints. Yep. Now they're rough cut. They need to be refined, but this will get glued onto a glove, like a tight fitting glove. So then this will be the armor for the fingers.
Are you going to wear this thing? Are you?
Oh yes, yeah.
And you're going to walk around town.
This will be probably, if it's done in time, it'll be for my Halloween. a Halloween costume if it's done in time. But I mean, like, it's a lot of little tedious cuts and scores and bending and melting and
Sure, Al, you're going to get there.
I even got a heat gun.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I really do appreciate everybody in chat. Devil Dog's been here the whole time. If you want to join us one day, Devil Dog, just hit me up and I'll flick you the email and you could show us what you do. Actually, yeah, at work, that'll be so much fun. Maybe not. But yeah, thanks, guys. One more look out to sea. Look how crazy that weather's going to be today. 60% chance of morning showers at 3 a.m. today. It was flogging down. And you can see the gap in the clouds there and there's sort of greyness. Well, that's rain coming this way. I'm just looking at the back window. But yeah, it's going to be one of those cold days that you need your raincoat. But yeah, thanks, Al. Thanks for coming in. Anything you want to say before we leave?
Just be safe, have fun, everyone. As always.
Yep, and thanks again. It's been an enjoyable experience to wake up and have a chat before I didn't even have a coffee coffee. I don't drink coffee. Didn't even have a cup of tea this morning.
Why not? You gotta have a cup of tea.
Man, got out of bed and went. It's 6:03, and then I don't know if you noticed. I don't know when you're in the green room. Do you notice the cameras coming?
I see the cameras coming on and you setting them up. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you seen I was active.
You really just kind of rushing around to get them up. It's like,
yeah, and the one outside there too. It's been good that it hasn't rained on that one. So that's the one with the back. This one here, the yard cam is actually out in. Oh, not that one.
Hi.
The yard cam is actually out in the weather. So,
yeah, that's the one you really gotta pay attention to.
Well, I don't really like that tablet that was given to me. So anyway, well, I shouldn't say that.
One of the big things about that, I'm gonna have to get some gloves to put on while I'm doing this.
You certainly do. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, everybody in the chat. There's Spicy Tuna Rolls, Old Man King, Devil Dog, wonderful members that were in the chat today was Homestead in the Wood with D and Al Chafe, My Back Step. Thank you very much for being part of the family here at Radio Jonesy on tour. Lucy Warren's World, thank you for coming in. Rebecca Touched by Yarn, JMB. As I'm scrolling up, we've got RNF, Firestone Chickens. Thank you. Drew's Lens, which is one of my go-to channels to relax and have a bit of fun on the big screen. Great guy, good people. Madwood Barbecue, thank you. Yes, the Sunday dinner chef is Tom Garvey's Keto Cook's second channel, and whoever else, Brenda Freebird or Freedom Redbird, Brenda Freebird. You should channel that.
Yeah. Oh, Nicole says she loves you, Jonesy, but she wasn't feeling well again today. So
no, that's fine, mate. Yeah, I know she's a great supporter.
And she really appreciated your 411 yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll go back to Lone Cowboy Adventures. I really do appreciate you coming in. Drive safe, my friend. And JMB, I think I've mentioned. Rolfus. Oh, got to check. Ooh, there was a train down in the port. Did you hear that? There was a train going beep.
No, I never heard that.
Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook, CFM Rocks, Conspiracy Music done a hit and run. Come in and said g'day and thank you. And anyone else who I've missed in the chat, I do apologise, but thanks very much for all the support. Same time tomorrow, I'll be back with my little Canuck friend over here who likes playing with knives.
I do.
That's not a
I
knife.
do. It's bigger than my other pocket knife.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for shorts. I'm doing a lot more shorts. I think I might do 2,030 subscribers today.
Oh, nice.
I got about 5 overnight. Yeah, I got a good shout out the other day with DD5, with Drifting Dreamers 5, and that pushed me over the 2,000 mark. So keep pumping the shorts out. You keep getting subscribers, whether they come and watch your normal videos, I don't know, but I think it helps with the
Oh, it all helps with the analytics.
Yeah. All right, guys. I hate turning it off when I know there's people out there, but it is the way of the world. Until I get to fully retire and I can do away with this job that I do to make some real money, unfortunately. And did I win Lotto on Saturday night? I do not know. I don't think so, because I haven't come knocking at the door, but I haven't checked my ticket yet. And this Thursday, Al, 150 million.
150 million.
And let me tell you.
How much are the tickets, Jonesy?
Don't worry about that. For my members, I've bought a ticket each. So there's only a few numbers, so they're not the big expensive tickets, but they're in the draw. And the deal there is that if they win, you got to go halves.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't do any less if we won that. You'd definitely have to take half of it.
I wonder what they'd say when you get someone depositing 75 million into your bank account.
What did you do? Who did you knock off?
Well, anyway, that's getting drawn. It's Australia wide, so anyone in Australia, if you know anyone over here, DJ, good to see you, buddy. I didn't even. Where did you come in right at the start?
Yeah, DJ was here at the beginning.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks, guys. I've talked way too much. I have to run. I have clothes to get dressed into and boots to put on and a dog to pat and things like that before I head off to work. But thanks, everyone. This is Radio Jonesy on tour and Al Chafe, my back step, saying good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Take care.